Greetings to all. Welcome to Future Officers Academy. Today we are going to discuss about the 21st September daily current affairs. So today we are going to discuss the topic of SC asked Revant not to interfere in 2015 cash for votes case. So which we have to know under GS2 Indian polity. Next, indigenous heavy water reactor attains critically. So which comes under GS3 paper under science and technology. Next, closed doors at affluent gated communities, then official data. So which we have to know under GS2 governance. Next, exploding devices in Lebanon trigger a nation that has been on edge for years. So which we have to know under the prelims perspective. Next, we have to know about exercise IKEA. So which we have to know under exercises. Next, finally, we'll be discussing the editorial analysis. So first topic is about SC asked Raven not to interfere in 2015 cash for vote cases. So why it is in news? The Supreme Court has raised concerns over the government delays in appointing judges, particularly ignoring names iterated by the Collegium. It questioned the prolonged vacancies in high courts, which affect judicial efficiency and independence. Also, the court has emphasized the need for timely appointments to uphold the constitutional process. Now we have to know about what are the concerns raised by the Supreme Court. The concerns at the Supreme Court expressed concern over the government inaction on Collegium recommended names, some bending for months or years. The court stressed that ignoring retired names undermines the independence of the judiciary as outlined in the second judge case. The Supreme Court clarified that the collegium cannot be treated as mere search committee whose recommendations can be selectively accepted or ignored. Multiple high courts are functioning under acting chief justice, which the court noted is affecting the administration of justice. Next, there are potential harms. The potential harms, the first thing is judicial delays. So prolonged vacancies in high courts led to delays in cases, hearings, burdening an already overloaded judiciary. Next, the erosion of trust. Erosion of trust. So continuous government inaction on appointments may erode public trust in the judicial appointment process and also weaken judicial independence. Next, the administrative inefficiency. Administrative inefficiency. So the absence of permanent chief justice hampers the efficient functioning of high courts. Next, the impact on justice delivery. Impact on justice delivery. So vacancies contribute to the increasing case backlog, slowing down justice delivery across the courts. And finally, the diminished collegium authority. So ignoring retired names weakens the authority of the collegium, a body mandated for judicial appointments. So what can the way forward can be done under this? The government should adhere to a time-bound process for clearing or responding to collegium recommendation, ensuring timely judicial appointments. The next is establishing clear communication and transparency between the government and the apex court can resolve the stalemate. Next, if the government fails to act on a recommendation within a specified period, that is, for example, 6 weeks, the recommendation should be deemed accepted. Next, the government should prioritize filling vacancies in high courts, particularly appointing permanent chief justice to ensure efficient judicial administration. So next topic is about indigenous heavy water reactor attains criticality. So why it is in news? Unit 7 of the Rajasthan Atomic Power Project of Rawatbad, Rajasthan achieved critically, marking the transition of construction to operation. It is the third indigenous 700 megawatts pressurized heavy water reactor to reach the stage in India. So we have to know about what is pressurized heavy water reactor. First, we have to know their definition. A pressurized heavy water reactor was heavy water, that is D2O, as both as coolant and neutron moderator. Typically utilizes natural uranium as fuel, which allows for more efficient fission reactions without the need for enrichments. So this can be used as a variety of fuels, including thorium, enhancing long-term fuel sustainability. The reactor maintains high pressure to prevent heavy water from boiling, enabling effective heat transfer to the steam generators. So it known for their fuel efficiency and capability to operate for longer durations between refueling. They have a robust design that enhances safety, including multiple barriers to prevent the release of radioactive materials. Now, what is the criticality of the nuclear reactor here? Criticality in a nuclear reactor refers to the state where a controlled fission chain reaction is sustained. It occurs when the number of neutrons produced from fission reaction equals to the number of neutrons lost through absorption or leakage. At criticality, the reactor operates at a stable power level, allowing for efficient energy generation. By achieving criticality is a crucial milestone in the commissioning of a nuclear reactor. So, in moderator, in we have heavy water, that is D2O, and light water H2O, the boiling water light water H2O combination. Their fuel type is natural uranium, enriched uranium, and enriched uranium in boiling and light water. Pressure system in pressurized heavy water reactor is high pressure, preventing water from boiling. In light water reactor and boiling water reactor, it have low pressure. Water boils directly in a core. The cooling method in pressurized heavy water is separate steam generators. In light water reactor, it has direct cooling in core. In boiling water reactor, it have steam produced from the reactor core used for cooling. Next, the efficiency in pressurized heavy water is heavy fuel efficiency due to natural uranium use, but in light water reactor, it has low efficiency due to enrichment needs. In boiling water reactor, it have moderate efficiency with a simpler design. The safety features in pressurized heavy water reactor is robust safety design with multiple barriers. In light water reactor, it have requires active safety systems. In boiling water reactor, it have relies on passive safety system. So next topic is about closed door at affluent gated communities didn't official data. So why doesn't use? India's Statistics Ministry is addressing the growing refusal of affluent households to participate in official surveys, leading to a significant data gap. The non-response cues socio-economic representation and undetermines effective policy making, as accurate data is crucial for informed decisions. So, what is the issue here? First issue is data collection challenges. Data collection challenges. So, high income groups in gated communities are increasingly refusing to participate in official surveys conducted by the National Sample Survey Office, leading to significant data gap. Next, the representation skew. So the non-response from affluent households skews the socio-economic representation in survey samples, distorting the overall understanding of the population and economy. Next, the impact on policy. Officials express concern that guessing the data of non-responders undermines effective policy making, as accurate data is essential for informed decisions. The next issue is rising non-response rate. There has been a noticeable increase in non-response rate among efficient households, with many openly declining to share information to allow enumerators entry into their residences. And final issue is criticism and irony. So, although these affluent groups often critique policies on social media, their reluctance to provide necessary data hampers to the formation of effective policies, revealing a discontent between public criticism and active participation in governance. The way forward things seen under this is the first thing, awareness campaign. Launch target awareness campaigns to educate affluent households about the importance of survey participation for effective policy making and resource location. Next, by collaborate with resident welfare associations to encourage participation and build trust within gated communities. The next thing is streamline the survey process to make it less intrusive and more user friendly, encouraging higher response response rate. Next, emphasizing data confidentiality and privacy to alleviate concerns about sharing personal information. Next, establishing a feedback mechanism where participants can be seen the impact for their contributions on policy decisions, fostering a sense of ownership. Consider buying offering incentives or rewards for participation, for example gift vouchers or access to public service. So these are the things which we can use for way forward. Next topic is exploding devices in Lebanon trigger a nation that has been on edge for years. So why it is in news? The recent pager blast in Lebanon linked to escalating tensions with Israel and Hezbollah have regenerated trauma from 2020 Beirut port explosion. With significant casualties and public fear, these events highlight Lebanon's ongoing instability and cumulative impact of past crises on the population's mental health and safety. The key issues in Lebanon amid ongoing crisis here is the first thing is economic collapse. Economic collapse. Lebanon is facing a severe economic crisis exacerbated by the 2020 Beirut port blast and ongoing financial instability. Next, the political paralysis. The country has been without a functioning government or president for over 2 years, leading to governance challenges. Next, the security threats. Continuous hostilities between Israel and Hezbollah, including recent attacks targeting civilian areas, increase fear and uncertainty. Next, a mental health crisis. Mental health crisis. The population suffers from psychological trauma due to past explosions and ongoing violence, with many experiencing heightened anxiety and paranoia. Next, public safety concerns. Recent explosions from devices have led to widespread fear, prompting parents to keep children away from schools and communities to take safety precautions. And finally, the healthcare strain. The healthcare system is overwhelmed and unprepared for political large-scale conflict, complicating emergency responses. So that's all from this topic. Our next topic is about exercise IKEA. Recently, the National Disaster Management Authorities, that is NDMA, in collaboration with Southern Command of the Indian Army, organized a 2-day national symposium, that is Exercise AIKYA, on a disaster management in Chennai. This IKEA means oneness. It means oneness in Tamil. It reflects the exercise aim to integrate India's disaster management community. It brought together key stakeholders from across peninsular India to enhance disaster preparedness and response capabilities. The exercise witnessed participation from 6 southern states, UTs, that is Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, and Puducherry. The key organizations involved here is Indian Meteorological Department, National Remote Sensing Center, Indian National Center for Ocean Information Service, Center Water Commission, and Forest Survey of India, Geographical Survey of India, and the Department of Telecommunication. It stimulated emergency situations to test roles and responsibilities, fostered discussions on technologies and trends in disaster relief, and reviewed lessons from recent operations. It addressed issues including tsunamis, landslides, floods, cyclones, industrial incidents, and forest fires, with focus on recent events in Tamil Nadu, Wayanad, and Andhra Pradesh. That's all from this topic. Our next topic is about editorial analysis. Our editorial analysis topic is Staunch the Breach. India has escalated its demand for renegotiating the Indus Waters Treaty with Pakistan, citing unresolved disputes and modern challenges like climate change. The treaty, once a symbol of cooperation, now faces uncertainty amidst deteriorating India-Pakistan relations. So with this, we have to know about India escalates demand for renegotiation of Indus Waters Treaty. India has issued its fourth notice to Pakistan since January 2023, demanding the renegation of the 1960 Indus Water Treaty. India has called off all meetings of the Permanent Indus Commissions until Pakistan agrees to hold talks. This comes after years of stalemate, even though the Indus Water Treaty was once considered a model for water sharing agreements. So, with this, we have to know about Indus Water Treaty's historical importance. The treaty was signed in the year 1960, has been crucial for managing water resources between India and Pakistan. It helped from through many decades and disputes, including India winning two significant cases. The cases are the Baglihar Dam project dispute in 2007. Next, the allegations of Indian interferences in Pakistan's Neelam project in 2013. Now we have to know about the disputes over Kishanganga and Ratel projects. Disputes over these two have escalated since 2016. Pakistan sought both a neutral expert's opinion and arbitration via the Permanent Court of Arbitration. In an unprecedented move, the World Bank allowed both processes to run simultaneously, creating complications. Pakistan later walked away from the neutral experts proceedings while India boycotted the PCA hearings. Next, the tensions in diplomatic relations. India's 2022 notice to renegade the treaty followed Pakistan's lack of engagement, which has worsened under the Modi government. This standoff reflects a broader deterioration in India-Pakistan relations, including no political dialogue, seized trade, and violations of 2021 line of actual control ceasefire agreement due to increased terror activities. Line of control. India Prime Minister's 2016 statement after the Uri attacks saying blood and water cannot flow together has further fueled tensions. Next, about the future of the Indus Water Treaty. The future of Indus Water Treaty is uncertain, with both countries hardening their stance. India's cancellation of PIC meetings has further strained the process. There is an opportunity for dialogue with an upcoming Shanghai Cooperation Organization heads of government meeting in October 2024, where both countries could potentially re engage. Now, what are the modern challenges necessitate treaty revisions? New age issues such as climate change and the need for renewable energy and hydropower make revisiting the 64-year-old treaty essential. Resolving current disputes and addressing modern challenges will determine whether India and Pakistan can preserve the Indus Water Treaty, once seen as symbol of cooperation. So that's all from today's topics. To read this document, you can visit our website. Our website link have been provided in the description. To get more daily current affairs videos, follow our YouTube channel, also our Telegram channel. Thank you.